What else? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was supposed to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Oh, Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zap's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. If you have my DMs, I do want to see it. You have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
All right, Jesus Christ, superstar. I need to do better about being on time. I'm doing the best I can, y'all. Listen. I just literally kind of got off work and I threw some stuff together to come on and talk to y'all about. The dossier today ain't too packed, but y'all know I always get nervous whenever the dossier is light. That means that the antics will be out of order. So yeah, the dossier ain't too packed, and our antics today will be, probably quite extensive, quite heavy on the antics today. All right, let's see here if we're ready to come on camera. Oh boy, let's see what we got going on here. All right. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. There we go. What's going on, people? What is going on? What's going on? What's going on, people? What y'all got going on today, y'all? How was y'all Tuesday? Hopefully you had a terrific Tuesday as we, delve into our alliterations. What's going on? It has been a very busy first of the month for me. First of the months are so busy at work for me. So, hey, Tracy W. one of my members. Hey, Morgan Boo, Quintessential, another member, and Hall Monitor. We got Cams here, who's also a Hall Monitor. Sharice Woods. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on, people? What is going on with my computer, y'all? I don't know what's going on with my computer. Anyway, yeah, it's a Tuesday. Hey, Tracy C, who's a Hall Monitor and a member. Shout out to you. There we go. We got a lot going on over here, apparently. Let me close some of these good screens, get some of this stuff off of my screen. And listen, y'all, we're here doing the Lord's work, Do you hear me? The Lord's work. Some stuff came across my desk. Y'all notice, hey, Montrez, Boo, I'm glad y'all trickling up in here. Y'all notice we break the news over here and the people follow suit. Hold on, let me finish my Powerade. All right. So we break stories here, and then the people, just cover what we've already broken down. So I saw a lot of people. The story of O'Shea Sibley has really hit the blogosphere and the internet by storm. I hope there is some justice that happens, but like I said, I'd much rather he be alive to witness that justice. Hey, Diamond Pearl Gem, and I much rather my fellow members of the Rainbow Coalition take care of themselves and look out for each other, and that we can live another day to tell the story, as opposed to being a headline or a hashtag. Because the last thing you want to do is be a headline or a hashtag in these situations, because there ain't no coming back from that. A month from now, people, I'm hoping that people still even remember the young man's name. But you know how the news cycle is in 2023. So, anyway, let's delve into the dossier today. I'll save my featured stories for later in the broadcast. But like I said, the dossier ain't that packed. So I'm gonna do like I did yesterday. Okay. So yesterday, what I did was, Hall Monitors late bell. Hey, St. James. Hall Monitors late bell today is at 5:35. If these bastards ain't in here by 5:35, 5,000 word essay today. Yesterday we was at 1,700. Today we're at 5,000. 5,000 word essay. That's what we're doing today for the people who came late. It's time though. I'm gonna start off today with my sugar spike moment, stuff that is spiky and then make you spike out. So let me go ahead and get that off the road now, and then we can get to our headline and stories. So without further ado, hey Bobo, hey Cookie. Without further ado, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary members of our audience, it's now time for your sugar spike moment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major sugar spike.
So long now, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus!
I wish somebody help me.
All right, Jesus, we are here. Sharice, you say it's like it's a new month. I'm not here for excuses. Listen, I'm not here for excuses either. Diamond Pearl Gem, listen, it's the first of the month. Run me my rent and my coins. Hey Weezy F. All right, y'all. So in our first sugar spike moment, let me get this troglodyte out the way first. You know, some of the troglodytes we got to get out the way sooner as opposed to later. So y'all's boy, not mine. Y'all's boy, not mine. He's out of order. Travis Scott is in the news, and he basically said Astro World is history. He ain't think about Astro World. Hey Phil, he ain't thinking about y'all in no Astro World. And so he released his new album. Tell his sister to lose that funeral cash. She swat child. Child. That whole family is a mess. So in his with the release, let me read this to y'all. With the release of his new album, Utopia, Scott attempted to temporarily put the pending case behind him. However, one song referenced the incident, which has reopened the devastating wounds for one of the Astro World victims' family. According to TMZ, lawyer Bob Hilliard, representing the family of the late Ezra Blunt, called out Scott for being insensitive. Now, if y'all remember, Ezra Blunt was the youngest victim. I think he was like either 10 or 12 years old or something like that. Um, um, the lawyer said, quote, for an artist making his living with music, these are stunningly tone-deaf comments about this preventable tragedy that took so many lives and injured so many. End quote. The stanza in question appears in in Scott's song, My Eyes, where Scott rapped, quote, I replay them nights, and right by my side, all I see is a sea of people that ride with me. If they just knew that Scotty would do, if they just knew what Scotty would do to jump off the stage and save him a child, end quote. Listen, what do we expect? This is freaking Travis Scott we're talking about. We ain't talking about a Rhodes Scholar. We're not talking about somebody who has been through sensitivity training. Some of these new people that's around here in the music industry, and I fault the record industries because there's no media training, there's no sensitivity training, there's none of this. You got whacked out, you know, mentally challenged Cardi B hurling microphones at people in the crowd. Now you got Travis Scott, whose concert is responsible for the death of many people. A child as young as either 10 or 12. I don't remember how old the young man was. I know he was no older than 12, but I think it was 10. But responsible for his death. And then your next album, you have lyrics that reference you jumping into the crowd and saving the child. These people are over here grieving the death of their child, and you over here putting it in the song like it's some shit to be happy about. Why do I expect for the likes of a freaking Travis Scott to be sensitive? Why? Why would we expect that? I don't know what happened with record companies, A&R departments, human resources departments, or whatever training that they used to do down to the record company, teaching them how to do media training, teaching them how to go in front of the media, teaching them sensitivity training, teaching them how to, act around the public and stuff like that. What happened to those days? Because now we got troglodytes that they gallivant out here to do and say any the goddamn thing that they want to do. That's what we got going on out here. And then the sad part is these become the heroes and role models for the next generation to look up to and pattern their lives after. Hey, Miss Trisha P, this is the fuck shit that we got going on. This is what we got going on. A damn mess. Just a damn mess. I don't know what y'all expect from Travis Scott. Listen, the family believes that this is his way to try and reframe this whole situation and make it seem like he's so sensitive to what's going on. Child. Y'all hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, had to go pick up a package. Anyway, as I was saying, people see this as his attempt to try and do some rebranding and try to get in front of this story and change the narrative. Oh, child, I'm winded. Just ran up and down them stairs. Ooh, that just took the that took the air out of me. Ooh. The way I ran up and down the stairs, y'all, I am over here winded over here. Do you hear me? Winded. Whew. Whew. But yeah, this is Travis Scott we're talking about. I mean, this Travis Scott is a troglodyte through and through. Nothing good is to come out. I wouldn't even go to a Travis Scott concert. I don't even know a single song by Travis Scott to even say that I will go to his concert. But you got people dying at this man's concert, and then you put out a song referencing these people and their deaths. Child, I wish it was trade calling. I sure wish it was. But child, we should only be so lucky. Child. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Because my thing about it is I hope, well, no. We just talked about this, I believe, last week or week before last. A jury has already come back, or a judge has already adjudicated that they're not going to find him personally liable in this. They may be able to sue the venue or the company that put on the concert itself. But Travis Scott, a judge has already deemed that he's not going to be individually or singularly liable for this and can't be sued over this. That's a whole mess, a whole ass mess. But I'm gonna leave it alone because that's the people y'all these are the people who y'all listen to. Do I need some Primatine? Nah, child. Nah, child. I'm all right. I'm gonna make it, Bobo. Don't worry. I'm gonna make it. Let me go get my water. Hold on. There's some water. Maybe that'll help me make it. Hold on. Oh, I got what's left of my liter of body. I try to do two of these body armors. So I have um I have the liter. So I do one before lunch and one after lunch at work. So I didn't even make it through. That way I do 2 liters a day during work, and I only made it through that much in the other second liter today. So pretty much strength of the Lord. Mm. Anyway, so from one troglodyte to another one, God of mercy, God of love, y'all's boy, um, y'all's boy's in the news. Governor death sentence. Um, so he went out on record earlier today, um, telling Vice Kamala Harris that he was inviting her to come and debate with him over the new Florida standards for Black History curriculum. Said, "Oh, you got so much to say. Well, why don't you come and meet me down here in Florida and we can have a whole conversation about it?" He said that earlier today. Um, Here's her response because she had some things to say about it. So let me read this to you. Vice President Harris on Tuesday fired back at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who offered to discuss his state's African American history standards following the Florida's approval of controversial new rules for teaching the subject. Quote, right here in Florida, they plan to teach students that enslaved people benefited from slavery. They insult us as in an attempt to gaslight us, in an attempt to divide and distract our nation with unnecessary debates. And now they attempt to legitimize these unnecessary debates with a proposal that most recently came in of a political motivated round table. And that's what Harris said in her remarks at the Women's Missionary Society of the African American Episcopal Church Quadrennial Convention. She went on to say, well, I'm here in Florida, and I will tell you there is no roundtable, no lecture, no invitation we will accept to debate an undeniable fact. There were no redeeming qualities of slavery. End quote. And she said that in Orlando, Florida, at the Orange County Convention Center. Child, listen. Now, he wrote a whole letter. Here's what he had to say in the letter. Quote, in Florida, we are unafraid to have an open and honest dialogue about the issues, and you clearly have no trouble ducking down to Florida on short notice. So given your grave concern, which I must assume is sincere, about what you think our standards say, I'm officially inviting you back down to Florida to discuss our African American history standards. That's what he said, and that was her response. He ain't shit. Why would I go? See, I don't blame Kamala Harris. Why would I go and have a whole conversation with you, Governor Death Sentence? Because all it's going to be is a dog and pony show. It's going to be continuous gaslighting. It's going to be continuous stoking of the fire. That's all you're going to do. You want to get some talking points in. You want to get some media coverage, and you're going to use this as fodder for your campaign. You're reeling right now. Your campaign is spiraling out of control. It's scorched earth over there at the DeSantis campaign. They done fired over 80 people from the campaign already. They done fired over 80 people already. You ain't even went to the first primary yet. You ain't even went to the first caucus yet. Well, you already firing damn near 100 people from your campaign, which means that your campaign ain't shit. You're reeling, you're spiraling. Nobody, and I mean nobody's, the donors are pulling out. Everybody's pulling out. Baby, people are pulling out of you like some skank whore with the clap, okay? They want no parts of you. Child. So you looking for Kamala Harris to go and give you, uh, the green light to have this back and forth, so you can use that as ammo on your next campaign speech and everything. What your see what death sentence is betting on? Death sentence is betting on these indictments and so forth on Trump pulling him out of the race. But I got a news flash. Donald Trump is going to run. If he's running from cell block D, he's going to run from cell block D. Please be clear. That man is not going to stop. He could be behind bars under the jail and he will still be running for president. Please be clear. Speaking of indictments, breaking news, he was indicted again. The January 6th grand jury came back with an indictment on him. I mean, the indictments don't. Oh, hey, Harold. Um, Harold says, I'm here so I won't have to write no essays. Hall monitors, monitor the doors. Late bell was at 5:35. Make sure he gets my 5,000 word essay. Hey, Harold, boo. Hey, boo. Hall monitors. Monitor the doors. What's going on, Harold? We're so glad to see you here. It would not be alive without you here, Harold. Please go see the hall monitors. Hall monitors, y'all go see about Harold. Make sure he get what he needs, okay? Listen, everything that came out of Kamala Harris's mouth would become a sound bite that he would use and spin and contort for his own use and bidding. The bitch ain't shit. It was at 5:35. Let me go back to my car. Ain't no going back to the car. You here now. You is here now. Come on in here. Come on, Cletus. Come on in here. Have a seat over there. See a hall monitor. They'll take care of you and all your needs over there. Or you can purchase a hall pass. Harold is marked. Oh, that means your essay is gonna be waiting for me tomorrow, and it's gonna be double. That's how I used to do in my classroom. If you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna just be absent today," you're gonna be absent. Your work will be waiting for you tomorrow. It'll be double. Anyway, playing with me, child. Diamond Pearl Jim say, Harold, stop by the bookstore and get some pen and paper. But listen, the grand jury on the January 6th attack on the Capitol has come back, and that's breaking news. They have former President Donald Trump has been indicted by a federal grand jury in special counsel Jack Smith's investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election leading up to the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol, according to a court document. Okay. The former president has been informed of his indictment, two sources tell CNN. This is the third time Trump has been criminally indicted. Smith charged Trump in the classified documents probe in June, and a Manhattan grand jury charged the former president for business fraud in March. Trump, who is running for president in 2022, pleaded not guilty in both previous cases. Listen, I just want to know when instead of like Mary say took the shackles off my feet, when they gonna put the shackles on his feet so he can dance, okay? Put the shackles on his feet so he can dance. Because baby, when they start putting them shackles and bangles on his those Gucci bangles on his wrists, then I'll be happy. And y'all know, I think Fannie is supposed to either this week or early part of next week. Fannie's supposed to be have her indictment come out. It's supposed to be either late this week, sometime this week, or early part of next week. Fannie's supposed to make her announcement about her charges that he's going to be brought up in Fulton County. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh, yet another oh Jesus, dear God. Hold on, y'all. It's just coming out more and more. They just got all kinds of stuff going on. Is this the fourth indictment? Hold on. This sounds like the fourth indictment, y'all. Um, a federal grand jury has wait, no, that's a different one. Hold on. Okay, that's the same one. It looked like a separate one. Okay. That's the same one. Okay, got it. He's been indicted on 4 counts. The 4 count, this is in reference to January 6th. The first count is conspiracy to defraud the United States. Conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. Those are the 4 indictments. Talk to me when they put the Gucci bangles on his good wrists. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving forward, in other spiky news, so we got the news story today of a reverend that was killed by a police car. And this is Reverend Tommy Jackson. And this is in the great state of Connecticut, city of Stamford. Let me read this to y'all real quick. Because this is a real interesting story here. And this is a black man, a black reverend. Connecticut State Police are investigating after a patrol vehicle in Stamford fatally struck a beloved pastor while he was checking his mail. Reverend Tommy Jackson, 69, was crossing the street just before 4:15 p.m. on July 26th on Wire Mill Road when a cruiser driven by Officer Zachary Lockwood struck him, according to a statement from the Stamford Police Department. Connecticut State Police Lieutenant Catherine Cummings said during a news conference that Lockwood attempted CPR until medics arrived. Jackson was pronounced dead at Stamford Hospital. Cummings said Lockwood hit the Reverend while responding to another motor vehicle incident in town. According to the incident report, Jackson was attempting to cross the street after getting mail from his mailbox. State police said Lockwood, quote, made an evasive steering maneuver, end quote, before hitting Jackson. At the time of the collision, Lockwood's emergency lights were activated, Cummings said at the news conference. Jackson worked for Stamford's Urban Redevelopment Commission, which oversees redevelopment and renewal projects, according to the city's website. He also served as Reverend of the Rehoboth Fellowship Church and the Faith Tabernacle Church. The Stamford Police Commission's vice chair is Jackson's wife. Let me say that again. The Stamford Police Commission's vice chair is Jackson's wife, Doree, and that's according to CNN. Attorney Darnell Crossland is representing the family and noted during the press conference that his clients, quote, have more questions now than we have answers, end quote. Quote, there were the very people that you rely on to protect you is now responsible for taking the life of one of the leaders of our community, and we want answers. And that's according to the attorney. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. How you doing, boo? Hall monitors. Please monitor the doors. Lovely 31. No, I love her. Anyway, hundreds gathered at the government center in Stamford on Friday night to pay their respects to Reverend Jackson. According to Sources, Mayor Caroline Simmons said at Friday's press conference that Jackson was a beloved member of their faith community. Governor Ned Lamont shared a statement on Twitter mourning Jackson's death, writing, "He has made such an impact on Stanford, bringing peace and comfort to those in need and advocating on behalf of underserved communities." Here's the deal. All of the people's in the police. Hey, Jay Wash, what's going on? What is up? It's always good to see your face in the place. Everybody rolling up in here. Hall monitors. These people are rolling in late. Please check the doors. Monitor the doors. Hall monitors. Please monitor the doors. Y'all know how it is. Anyway, so here's my thing. All of these government officials, hey, MVN. MVN says she got a hall pass. She don't even care. She rolled it up in here, saying a quick shondo to everybody and go take her seat because she got a hall pass. Hey, MVN, boo. She do have a hall pass. Don't question her. Anyway, so all of these government officials, the governor, the police commissioner, the city mayor, all of these people are going to come out and say, "Oh my God, he was a great person. He, was all of this, that, and the third." But where is this same energy? And where's this say? The bus was like, "All right, Jay Wash, go see the hall monitors." Where's this same outcry when it comes to this officer? Where are the repercussions for him? We need this to be on public. We need this to be loud and proud. When y'all announce that there are repercussions, when y'all announce that there are some type of punishment or some type of anything that happens to this officer, we need that to be just as loud. Because thoughts, prayers, condolences, and your sweet words ain't bringing this woman's husband's back. Mind you, this woman's husband was a reverend and beloved member of the redevelopment organization in this town. Mind you, that woman is the vice commissioner for the police department. And here's it's 4:15 in the afternoon. The sun in that part of the world might be at its highest point. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to have flashing lights, those flashing lights in broad height of the sun, daylight, don't have the same, flare to them. Hey, Tabitha, as if we just talked about that, Tabitha. We just talked about that. You just missed us. We were just talking about, I read the indictments. You just literally, I want to say about 2 or 3 minutes ago, we just read them, Tabitha. We over here doing a happy dance for Jesus. Matter of fact, let us continue to do a happy dance for here's the happy dance for President Trump and his indictment. Here you go.
After this, we gonna be all right. Josh Brown. Hey. Say after this, we gonna be all right. Wait, hold on, and live long.
Little boy shout is better than most adults I know. He done perfected that thing, man. Let me tell you something. He was getting it. He was getting it. That's our happy dance shout. That's our shout for Jesus that another indictment came. But we're gonna do some real shouting when they put the Gucci bangles on that young man's wrist. But my point is this. This police officer mowed down this whole reverend whose wife is the vice commissioner for the police. Okay. Where are the repercussions? Because y'all all about protecting your own and so forth. So I want to see how you protect your own now, because this woman's husband, the vice police commissioner's husband, was mowed down in cold blood by this officer. mowed down. Y'all reported that he was doing some maneuver or whatever. I don't know if he was doing a donut. I don't know if he went on 2 wheels. I don't know what the hell they got going on. Okay. But all I know is y'all done mowed this man down in cold blood. Don't tell me you had your sirens on, because if I'm looking at my phone or looking down at something, I can't necessarily see those sirens, because in the broad daylight, those lights don't travel as far as they do at night. So that means it behooves of you as an officer to know it's not enough for me just to have the lights on. I gotta have some goddamn sirens to go along with that. And we see no indication that the sirens were on. None at all. Y'all done mowed this black man down in cold blood. Mowed him down in cold blood. The man went to go check his goddamn mail. Space Cash, literally everybody's coming in here and said I just literally 5 minutes ago said Fannie Willis is coming later this week or early part of next week with her charges against Trump. I just said that. I literally just said that. Literally everybody coming in and reiterating what we said. But thank you, Space Cash. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, y'all, this is a mess. We need another praise that. Tracy said we need another praise that. According to Tracy, we need another praise that. All right, Tracy. Y'all, a couple more seconds of praise. Here you go, Tracy. There you go.
After this, we gonna be all right. Josh Brown. Hey. Say after this, we gonna be all right. Wait, hold on, and live low.
Hey, I felt that one now. So what you're saying, Morgan, is you believe that cop did it on purpose? Interesting. That would be a twist, because if the wife of that man is the vice police commissioner, so you think if maybe that cop got reprimanded, or she might have said something that pissed him off and he went and mowed that man, her husband, down in cold blood? It's possible. It's possible. Now there's a theory. This is all we don't have any information about that, but that would be interesting. That would be real interesting. That would be real interesting. I need more investigation into this. We'll continue to monitor this case here, and we'll continue to get some more information as we need on this situation, because that's the situation here. In our last, no, I got two more sugar spike stories. Before I do that one, let me do this one. So in our next sugar spiky story, y'all know these people don't give a shit about us as black people, okay? We do need the police dash camera footage. Y'all come over here, just have a seat. I need everybody to have a seat and come with me while we break this down right here, okay? I need y'all to really have a seat, and so I could break this down for y'all. There are new drugs that have just come out to fight Alzheimer's, okay? There are new drugs that they're releasing that's supposed to help in the fight against Alzheimer's. It's supposed to help slow it down and all of these things. However, y'all are over here saying that this is all done on purpose. That's what I'm thinking. Like, you had to see this black man in broad ass daylight. Like, you had to see this black man in broad ass daylight. Child. Either y'all are right or y'all been watching too much Law and Order. So while we celebrate a victory in the Henrietta Lacks case, where big pharma and drug development companies use that lady and her cells, they call them HeLa cells. They use her blood and her cells to duplicate them, and they made great feats in medicine, in modern medicine, and never paid her or her family for the use of her blood. And they just got a break in that case I saw earlier today, and those they're going to end up getting compensated. However, hey, Monk Chip Boo, what's good, Boo? In another case, they don't want nothing to do with our black asses. Let me read this to y'all, and I ain't gonna even read the headline. I'm just gonna read this to y'all, and I want y'all to have a seat, go with me here, and follow along with what's going on. Okay. There are two promising drugs that could tentatively treat Alzheimer's. Leqembi and an experimental treatment developed by Ellie Whitney called um, donanemab. They work by removing a dangerous protein called beta amyloid from the brain that affects the 6.5 million Americans who are battling with the disease. However, however, Alzheimer's experts believe that white people may benefit from the drug more than black people. Elderly black people are twice as likely to have dementia than their white counterparts. However, they were screened out of clinical trials of the drugs at a higher rate, according to researchers working closely with the firms. Let me read that sentence again. Black people were screened out of clinical trials of the drugs at a higher rate, according to researchers close to the firms. The researchers stated that speculative black volunteers with early disease symptoms did not have enough amyloid in their brain to be a part of the trial. In addition, Hispanics who have dementia at 1.5 times the rate of white people were also left out at a higher rate due to low amyloids. However, the researchers explained that it wasn't as prevalent as it was in black people. Around 20% of older black people are believed to have Alzheimer's or another dementia, which is twice the rate of white folks and higher than Hispanics, who are diagnosed at around 14%. Some medical experts are looking into the higher rates of dementia in black folks to see if it's due to other factors other than Alzheimer's. They are also looking into if the disease appears differently in people of color who are more likely to have chronic conditions. A U.S. Food and Drug Administration spokesperson stated that the agency knows about the possible exclusion of some black people from the new treatments due to a lack of amyloid levels. The spokesperson also explained that the FDA urges companies to increase the diversity of their enrollment in their ongoing trials, and in the past would have companies submit a plan to explain how they were going to do so. That ain't happening this time. Cost is another barrier for those seeking medicine to treat Alzheimer's, as Leqembi will cost $26,500 per year after it received full U.S. regulatory approval this month. So let me get this straight. See, this is the sick, twisted, and sadistic country that we live in. First, you're going to tell me, yeah, we were doing clinical trials, but we conveniently found a way to exclude more black and Hispanic people. Yeah, oh, but the drug works beautifully on white people. How does it affect black people? We ain't really had that kind of time. We found we ain't had that kind of time. We found a scientific way to exclude black people and Hispanic people. But you're gonna want black people and Hispanic people to buy the drugs, okay? Meanwhile, on the other side of town, you have a U.S. government that is okay with green lighting a drug company charging almost $30,000 a year for treatment of an illness that clearly you have drugs to help make people better with. So instead of saying we're going to offset this and make sure that we get this out to the citizens of this country, because we don't want the citizens of our country to have to unfairly endure, the plague of Alzheimer's, the plague and plight of Alzheimer's. And if you've never lived with a relative who has Alzheimer's, it's a goddamn mess. I lived through it. You have to have somebody with them 24 hours a day because they will get missing. You go to the bathroom, and then when you come back in to the living room where you left your loved one, they gone. They are gone. And now you spending the rest of the day, the next 2 days, searching a 5 to 10 mile radius and crying your eyeballs out, hoping that they're not dead somewhere. This is the life that you have to deal with. Somebody who doesn't know who you are from day to day. Slowly watching your loved one first mentally depreciate and then physically depreciate. And you tell me that you have drugs and medications that can maybe not necessarily cure it, but help, stymie it. And you want to continue to charge people almost $30,000 a year for that treatment. So what you're saying is you don't want to help the citizens of your country. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave that y'all are telling me about, right? I'm just saying. They said it costs $26,500 a year for one of those drugs. The other drug ain't gonna go that much lower. They might go higher because they were like, "You don't believe you gonna get all that money, and we just gonna take pennies on the dollar." We're not here to help people. We're here to line our pockets. Don't look for the government to help you because they done lined the pockets of Congress and your president. But then, to add insult to injury, don't try to say, "Oh, well, I'm going to go to Canada or I'm going to go overseas to purchase drugs and medications at a lower rate." Oh no, because then you might be, brought up on charges. Because they want to make sure that they send you into the poorhouse. They want to make sure they send you into fucking bankruptcy. They want to make sure that you don't have any way, shape, form, or fashion or mechanism by which to treat an illness that they have drug treatment for. This is what y'all got going on. Mind you, we don't even know if it's going to be as effective in Black people and Hispanic people because you purposely left them out of the clinical trials. This is what y'all got going on in these yet to be United States of America. Listen, it is not fun. It is heartbreaking when you deal with a loved one who has Alzheimer's. It is heartbreaking. It is absolutely heartbreaking when you have to sit and watch but we've seen this in America. Most drugs, for example, people who take HIV medication, those individuals who take HIV medications, those medications cost like between $3,000 and $4,000 a month, and they have to get it offset. And these are treatments that could save their lives. People who have, I believe, I knew someone who had hepatitis C, and they had to take, a regimen to, treat hepatitis C. She had to take pills that were $1,000 a pill, and she had to take them for 90 days, every day for 90 days, and each pill cost $1,000. And she had to join this program, this, prescription drug, program that would help her. But it was $90,000 for the whole regimen and treatment. You have things in place to help the citizens to which you're supposed to be serving, but then you do things like put prices on these things that make it unreachable. Where's the humanity in that? Like, how heartless and soulless do you have to be to do something like that, where you say, oh, we got a drug that can help you, but we're going to make sure that you can't afford it? I mean, unless you are a multimillionaire, people don't just have $90,000 just laying around and say, "Oh, here's $90,000. I got $90,000 to do that." For someone on Alzheimer's, which is a disease that if they're taking treatment, it sounds like they're going to have to take it, perpetually. You think that we just got an extra $30,000 a year for the rest of their lives for someone on a fixed income? Because most of these people, when they get diagnosed with Alzheimer's, are retired. They're on fixed incomes, and baby, they don't have $30,000 a year to just be throwing out there. And most of their family may be in a situation where they say, I don't have 30. They may have kids and families where they say, I don't have an additional $30,000 a year to spare. Who has that kind of money just laying around? Yeah, I got an extra $30,000 a year that I'm to spare. You got kids that's in college and all that kind of stuff. It's just, it's so disheartening. And it shows you how soulless these people are in positions of power. These people, you can't have a soul. You cannot have a soul. You just can't. Like, I refuse to believe you have a soul. What's going on, laptop? What's going on, laptop? I don't know what's going on with my laptop. But yes, this is what y'all got going on in these yet to be United States of America. Exactly, Monk Chip. Then you got, that's just for the drug treatment. You got appointments that you got to go on. These doctors gonna rake you across the coals with co-payments and all kinds of stuff. Insurance companies gonna look at you like, girl, we're not paying that kind of money. What the hell is going on with my laptop, y'all? But yeah, this is what y'all got going on in these yet to be United States. So I don't know what's going on with my laptop. It won't even. But yeah, they have a square card for a heart like Marlo, you know what, has in between her, you know what. But yeah, this is what people are dealing with. This is the reality of life for a lot of people in this country. They don't give a shit about y'all. They don't give a shit. And drug companies have lined the pockets of these politicians and lawmakers, and now um there's nothing you can do about it. People at one point were, and they still do it probably, illegally, but people were, going to Canada and other countries over in Europe to try to get medicines and treatment, some even over in Southeast Asia, Japan and China, to get medicine and things like that. But I mean, Now they're making it where if you try to do that, then they're coming after you saying that you're violating all kinds of rules and laws. It's a mess. It's a damn mess. A damn mess. Anyway, let me do my last sugar spiky story and then we'll get to our top stories of the day. So in my last sugar spiky stories, let me hit y'all with this mess. Let me hit y'all with this mess. Let me pull up my stream, y'all, on my laptop so I can show this to you. So let me cue all of this stuff up. All right. Because it's a whole mess. Wait till y'all see this. So white people around the country are worried about indoctrination of their kids when we got that about to be going on with our own kids. Let me read this to you. Florida schools could twist Black history with PragerU videos. Let me read this to you. In the wake of Florida's controversial history curriculum changes, PragerU announced that the state has deemed its content acceptable for schools. The right-wing think tank is known for its catalog of videos with a heavy right-wing slant, which are contrary to Florida's supposed shift toward objectivity. Earlier this month, we know what happened earlier this month in Florida's Board of Education. So Prager University Foundation put these videos out. I found their channel on YouTube. Let me show y'all some of the foolishness that they putting out there for y'all kids, okay? Let me show y'all some of this foolishness. Because they worried about indoctrination. All right. So here's one of the videos. It's called Los Angeles. Mateo backs the blue. This is for kids. Hold on, what? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my StreamYard together because StreamYard is tripping right now. Hold on, because I want y'all to see this mess. I want y'all to see this mess. It's a whole mess. A whole ass mess. StreamYard ain't acting right today. It is not acting right today. All right. Here we go. All right. I want y'all to see this mess. All right. So this is for kids now. Watch this.
Welcome to Los Angeles, the second most populous city in the USA and the heart of sunny Southern California. Its residents, known as
Angelinos, hold on.
Los Angeles,
I went too far.
in 1848, gold was discovered in California. At the time, the remote village of Los Angeles. Over the last 150 years, Los Angeles, or LA for short, has been a beacon of growth, offering opportunity for millions of residents. But this rapid expansion of people and culture has also come with some growing pains. And when tensions turn to violence, Angelinos must rely on a strained police force for protection. This is Mateo, the 13-year-old son of Mexican immigrants living in Los Angeles. Mateo's parents, Juan and Lucy, moved here just a few years before he was born. They operate a small convenience store that serves a largely Hispanic neighborhood. Mateo attends the local public school where his favorite subjects are math and PE. After school, he helps at his parents' store restocking shelves and sweeping the floors. On Sundays, he attends Mass with his family at the nearby Catholic church. In his free time, Mateo enjoys playing baseball, hanging out with his friends, and playing video games. Before immigrating to Los Angeles, Juan and Lucy run a small general store in Mexico. They worked hard to make their business successful, but cartel members began harassing Juan, demanding money for protection. The threats got so bad that Juan and Lucy decided to embark on the long and expensive process of applying for a U.S. green card. When their application was finally accepted, they moved to Los Angeles and found a large, welcoming community of fellow Latinos. After even more hard work, they were able to open a new grocery store. Soon, Mateo was born, followed by his two sisters, and the family was very thankful for their life in LA. Then, in May 2020, George Floyd, a Black man who resisted arrest and was held under the knee of a police officer, died while in custody. Although this happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, fiery protests and riots erupted in cities all around the United States. Activists claimed that the police were targeting the Black community and purposefully killing unarmed Black men. As the false claims of racial targeting spread, so did the anger and violence. Throughout the summer, Mateo and his family were shocked and worried as they watched on the news where neighborhoods around LA were being burned and looted. Politicians, activists, celebrities, and even major corporations began to demand reform or complete abolition of the police force. Mateo wondered, who would keep his neighborhood safe if there were less police? And what about his family's store? After all, he had just watched protesters smash store windows, steal all the merchandise, and even set the buildings on fire. He also saw videos of angry protesters blocking traffic on freeways, threatening police, and intimidating restaurant patrons. How would fewer cops be able to stop this type of behavior? The only cop that Mateo knows personally is his middle school's resource officer, Officer Suarez. Tall and smiling, Officer Suarez has a high five, a handshake, or a fist bump for each student as he walks down the hallway. Mateo quickly discovered that Officer Suarez is, like him, a fan of LA's professional baseball team, the Dodgers. When Mateo revealed that he enjoys playing baseball too, the resource officer remarked that someday he'd hope to see him on deck to bat with the Blue Crew at Dodger Stadium, which made him smile. Officer Suarez takes time to be friendly.
I can't do no more. I can't do no more. I just wanted y'all to see that little bit right there. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Get it off my screen. Get it off my screen. Did y'all see? Did y'all, when they got to Black Lives Matter, did y'all hear how they say George Floyd died in police custody? Y'all heard that part, right? Y'all heard how they're painting Black Lives Matter as these violent people that are burning down, and Black Lives Matter protests by and large were very peaceful. It was the police and people on the other side that were doing things trying to make it look like Black Lives Matter was doing that. This is what we got going on. This is what they're giving to your kids nowadays, okay? That's what's being given to your kids. That's the indoctrination that we have going on. That's what's about to be taught in school. Why? Because Governor Death Sentence and the Florida Department of Education just said, oh, that is great. Wonderful. Because we're going to remember George Floyd as having died in custody, and that there were false claims about police targeting Black people. We always have to talk about the violent drug cartels of Mexico because that's the only thing you need to know about Mexico because every Mexican is tied to the drug cartel. This is what y'all got going on. But this is what they're about to be teaching children. Children. That is on YouTube and it is for kids. And you know, on YouTube, when they do this, when they make this stuff for kids on YouTube, you can't leave no comments, you can't add it to your no playlist or nothing. That's what y'all got going on. Already out there. Found it on YouTube. I found another one where they're teaching girls about femininity, and it's a video that has 3 men and 1 woman teaching about femininity. There was another interesting video about masculinity where I swear they had somebody in blackface. I swear, y'all might tell me you looking too hard into it, L. Teddy, but I swear, you think I'm like, let me show you this, because I swear this is blackface. Y'all not gonna make me believe this is not blackface. I just want y'all to see it like I saw it. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at, so y'all can't think I'm making this up. So y'all can't think that I'm making this up. Doggone stream, y'all just won't act right today. Doggone stream, y'all just won't act right today. Hold on, y'all. Just won't act right today. Because I want y'all to see this. Because I swear this looks like. Now, y'all might be saying, listen, L. Teddy, that ain't blackface. That's a real black person. And maybe it is, but the way that it looks to me, it looked like blackface. I'm just telling you what it looked like to me. Hold on, y'all. Because stream y'all acting like it's not going to let me be great today. It's just not going to let me be great today, are you, stream y'all? You're just not going to let me be great. Lord. Nope. Stream y'all must know that I'm about to gather these people and they don't want me to show this mess. They don't want me to show this mess. That's the good Lord giving me a sign. He don't want me to show this mess. He do not want me to show this mess. The good Lord don't want me to show this mess. That's why. That's what it is. He don't want me to show this mess. Because God Almighty knows. I swear this is blackface to y'all. Y'all can't tell me. Hold on. See if it'll play down. Come on, come on. Work with. All right. We might be in business. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I want y'all to see this mess. Because I'm not making this up.
What comes to mind when you think of the word masculinity? Do you think of this?
I can feel the testosterone.
I feel like. Hold on.
Running through my veins.
Or this?
Masculinity is not about having.
Let me show you another part that I feel is blackface.
And
Hold on.
despite what.
Number 2, be strong. Deep down, every man wants to be strong. And it can go too far.
I just feel like that's blackface. That don't look like blackface. Like it just. I'm not crazy, y'all. Am I? Am I not? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I just want to make sure that I'm not losing my goddamn mind. We know our beautiful black melanin when we see it, okay? And I'm looking at this like that, bruh. I was like, am I tripping? It's another one with another one that I said, well, maybe that. Wait, hold on. It's the one where they say, be a gentleman. Okay, this one right here. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this.
Rough and tumble like John Wayne in the Wild Prairies. It means knowing how to act appropriately for the occasion. This is called being a gentleman. For example, when it comes to women, a gentleman is strong, respectful, and gentle at the same time. Carry yourself with confidence. Don't be a noodle, but don't get too riches and act like a jerk.
Hey, you should film my shirt. It's made of boyfriend material.
If there's a girl you have
Maybe
feelings
that's a black person. I don't know, but that first one seemed like blackface to me. I'm just saying. Oh, y'all want to see the propaganda that they were preaching about what masculinity did? Oh, listen to this. Listen to this.
Your masculinity.
It took masculinity to defeat Nazi Germany in World War II. It took masculinity to mine coal and keep America's homes warm. And it takes masculinity to have a solid family and a strong country today.
So grow up and
That's what they teaching y'all kids, that it took masculinity to win World War II, and it took masculinity to mine coal. And let me let y'all hear that again, because y'all think I'm making this shit up. I can't make this shit up. Let me let y'all hear it.
be ashamed of. So embrace your masculinity.
It took masculinity to defeat Nazi Germany in World War II. It took masculinity to mine coal and keep America's homes warm. And it takes masculinity to have a solid family and a strong country today.
So grow up and be a man.
This what y'all got going on. Oh, more blackface.
Yeah, be a man, not a little mouse.
Today we give you 4.
This what y'all got going on. This is what this is on PragerU Kids. This is on the kids channel on the tube of you. Now, YouTube be around here shutting my whole lives down when I talk about things addressing black issues. Y'all been here, y'all done seen YouTube shut my shit all the way down mid-live, completely take my shit down and remove the video because I've talked about things referencing Black Lives Matter or things referencing black people. But this shit is allowed to live on YouTube unscathed. We saw blatant lies on the previous video where they told you George Floyd just happened to die in police custody. A mess. A mess. They about to start teaching that at schools in elementary school in Florida, if you need them. If you should need them. You can go look it up right now. I can put their whole YouTube channel in the chat if you want to go by and see. They got a video on Harriet Tubman where they whitewash her, the story of Harriet Tubman. Child, just a mess. Just a damn mess. Just a goddamn mess. A goddamn mess. That's what y'all got going on in these yet to be United States of America. Nobody don't want they'll shut me down at any given turn. But they let that stuff live all over YouTube, unbothered. PragerU PRA. Let me put the link in the chat if you want to go check it out yourself. See that I'm not making this up. PRAGERU, all one word, and then kids. PRAGERU, all one word. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. I ain't gonna put it in the chat because I'm not gonna give them no like. If you want to go look at it, you can, but it's called PragerU, PRAGERU. And then kids. Go see it for yourself. The femininity video, that was the masculinity one. The femininity one, you got 3 men and 1 lady giving you advice, giving girls advice on femininity. Just a mess. This is what y'all got going on. Let me get to my feature presentations, my top stories of the day. God, I spent enough time on these troglodytes and on our sugar spike moments. Let's start here. So you say you with me when I'm right? I'm telling you. So Jonathan Majors, despite ongoing court cases and despite charges of domestic violence and assault and stuff like that and all types of allegations, the trailer for the second season of Low Key came out, and he was in there. The picture you saw in my thumbnail is the picture of him as a young Kang. um he plays the character Kang, and I believe that's supposed to be Kang while he was young, but they got him in the trailer, so apparently he's still a part of the Marvel universe. He's still gonna collect his coins. I told y'all the man is innocent until proven guilty. I'm holding on to Jonathan Majors like I held on to Jussie all that long time. I might still be holding on to Jussie by a sheer thread, but I'm trying to hold on to Jonathan Majors. I'm trying so hard. Should I still be holding on to a thread of hope that Jonathan Majors is innocent in this? Should I hold on? Xavier, you say it was filmed 2 years ago, so they still got to, they don't mind recasting or refilming. They don't mind. But I mean, maybe contractually they have to. I don't know. But I'm holding on I'm holding on to hope. I'm not down to a shred of hope. I held on to Jussie by his nipple hairs. Oh man. I heard Namor got accusations as well. I saw that. That was like last month or something like that. I saw it. But I'm holding on to Jonathan. I'm hoping it's not true. I'm really hoping, God. Oh Lord. But he's still in the trailer. Do y'all think now I'm not saying that they remove him from the whole second season, but I'm very surprised that they used him in the trailers. I would have thought, because for a trailer, you could use whatever you want in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? You could, carefully and comfortably remove him from the trailers and just have him be in the season, and people just watching it and find out that he's on there when they go watch the season. But the fact that they had him in the trailer, that was good, I guess. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I think some people's parts were exaggerated while others were downplayed. White women, I told y'all, have been the reason why entire civilizations and empires have been burned to the ground at the behest of raggedy ass white women descended from the Caucasus Mountains with their white supremacy and white privilege. Their mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy. I asked what's so funny about that? I asked a friend of mine who watches my channel, but they never pop out the bushes. I say, do I get that right every time? Because when I say it, every time I say mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy, I have to literally stop and think about it and make sure I say it right each time. Because I wonder, do I flip it and say mantle of white supremacy and breastplate of white privilege? Because it's supposed to be mantle of white privilege, breastplate of white supremacy. Now I came up with that on my own. That's my own material. I ain't steal that from nowhere. But I feel like I mess it up sometimes and switch the two. I don't know. Y'all let me know if I switch the two. But it's mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy. The season is set to appear on Disney Plus. Low-key season 2 is scheduled to begin streaming on Disney Plus on October 6th. Now I find it convenient that this trailer came out, I believe, today, and his trial starts on Thursday. Well, I don't know if it starts, but I know he's set to appear in trial on Thursday. I saw that. I read that he's supposed to appear in trial on Thursday. I'm just saying. Child, child. I don't want to believe this white lady. I don't. I don't want to believe this white lady. But Jonathan Major suffers from what I teach. I teach young black boys this all the time. When they first hit that first growth spurt, and they, uh, usually it's around late eighth grade, ninth grade, some as late as 10th grade. When they hit that growth spurt and they finally get a lot bigger and larger than the girls, and they try to play with the girls like they used to when the girl, because girls grow bigger earlier. So girls will be bigger than the boys for a long time, and then the boys finally catch up, and then they shoot up way past the girls. So what happens is when some of those boys first are getting acclimated with their size, they'll try to play with the girls like they used to when they were smaller than the girls, and I have to give them that lesson. Hey, bruh, come here, let me talk to you. Come here, let me talk to you. Do you see how big you are? It don't matter if you tried to hit them hard. You may not have hit them hard at all, but the sheer perception of your size says if you blow on somebody, they're going to fall on the ground and act like they're paralyzed because it looks like you could have done that to them. So for the rest of your life, young man, know that when you're in the company of a woman, they looking at you, your big behind, and you sitting next to this woman, she could say you did anything to her, and they're going to believe her and not you. Please understand that. And the quicker you understand that, the better off you'll be. So anytime you get the chance, you always try to make yourself look smaller in the situation where it's you against her. Because you always going to be wrong. You always going to be the aggressor. No matter if she was the aggressor, she could have beat you down. Baby, when the police come, all they know is your big black behind. Yeah, you did it. You going to jail. You going to jail. No questions asked. They don't even care what she did. Don't even care. You can have open wounds all over you. You can have bruises on your body. Big, strong, strapping, muscular black man. Yeah, you did it. You going to jail. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, I mean, this is now. I'm gonna just hit this top. I'm gonna just hit this part of the topic real light, and I'm gonna get up off her because if we're not gonna go down this rabbit hole. Now, this is what happens because white women, when it comes time, in moments of peril or moment where they need to hold you down, women ain't holding you down like that. Black women have held down black men since the dawn of our species. Black women have always held their men down. White women don't give a shit about your black ass. When the rubber hits the pavement and shit gets hard and times get hard and shit gets rough, white women ain't trying to hold you down. Maybe they the first one on the phone, calling the police, getting you killed or put in jail. Black women, they gonna hold you down. Now they might beat you down. Now black women, they gonna stand their ground too. They might put two to the head, three to the body on you too. But they gonna hold you down. They gonna give you two to the head, three to the body. Y'all can go have a drink, sleep it off, be good the next day, and keep it moving. White women, you say boo at them, baby, they calling the police and you under the jail or shot and killed by the police. I'm just telling you what it is. That's all I'm gonna say about it, and I'm gonna keep it moving because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. In other news, y'all's president said he is the pappy. That's what y'all president, Joe Biden, Joseph Robinette Biden. Y'all saw him in the thumbnail. Joseph Robinette Biden is in the news because Joseph Robinette Biden said he is the pappy. First three words to 911. The black man. Exactly, Diamond Pearl Jim. I have no use for white women. I have no use for the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains at all. No use for them. None. I tolerate them. That's it. Anyway, Joseph Robinette Biden said he is the pappy. Let me read this to y'all. President Joe Biden acknowledged his granddaughter, Navy Joan Roberts, for the first time on camera. President Biden previously failed to acknowledge the 4-year-old's existence, despite the fact that she was born to his son, Hunter Biden, and Hunter's ex-fling, Hunter's ex-side chick, Hunter's ex-bust down, London Roberts, in August of 2018. Child, I know all about it, Monk Chip. See, I'm trying not to keep going down this road, Monk Chip. I'm trying not to keep going down this road. Anyway, but 80-year-old Commander-in-Chief and First Lady Jill Biden finally spoke about Navy Joan on Monday while sitting for an interview on Jay Shetty's iHeart podcast, On Purpose with Jay Shetty. Quote, I have 7 grandkids, 5 of them old enough to talk on the phone, Biden said, in contrast to his previous claim that he only had 6 grandkids. Quote, every day I either text them or call them, end quote. You be texting Navy Joan? You be texting her? I'm just asking. So Joe Biden said that he is the pappy. He said that he is the pappy because his son Hunter is around here shoving his meat in every hole. He's dipping his spoon into all the sugar bowls that he can, and we learned that from Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Texas, who thought it not robbery enough to, on the floor of Congress in committee, put up dick pics in goddamn committee meeting debate. Oh yes, she put up dick pics of Hunter Biden because nobody across the fruited plains, from sea to shining sea, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, wanted to see any parts of dick pics of Hunter Biden. But that's what y'all's girl Marjorie Taylor Greene, representative of the great state of Georgia, unsheathed to us on the floor of Congress. This is what y'all got going on. A mess. That's his child. They know that's his child. Listen, my mom didn't claim any of my brother kids. They got DNA tested. Mama's baby daddy's baby child. Hunter Biden is a whole mess. Please be clear. He's a whole mess. Okay? An entire mess. I don't think he slipped Marjorie Taylor Greene no meat, and that's why she mad. Baby mama was hot. She was upset. That's probably why she was throwing his dick pictures all over the floor of Congress, because she wanted that meat, honey. I ain't see it. I don't want to see it. I don't have no use for meat attached to people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm just telling you. Listen. What you said, they knew that's his child. The ones they like to not walk, talk, act just like their daddy. Right. It be the ones look just like their daddy, spit them out his mouth. Be the ones they be trying to deny. Who wants to see that? I see that trending on Twitter and skipped on. Child. Nobody don't want to see no parts of Hunter. I think Hunter has an inferiority complex to Bo, and it has only gotten worse since Bo got child. You probably ain't lying. That sounds about right. That troll Marjorie Taylor Greene can kiss it where the sun don't shine. I don't care who Hunter did or did not stick it at child. Hunter around here shoving that spoon into every sugar bowl he can. Okay, you want to show dick pics of Hunter Biden? Why don't you show us the pictures, Marjorie Taylor Greene, of Senator Lady G, Lindsey Graham doing lines of cocaine off the erect dick of some male escort that he got from rentmen.com. Where are those pictures, Miss Green? A mess. Just a whole mess. Just a goddamn mess. A goddamn mess. Now let me say this. This is where this is just L Teddy. The opinions you're about to see is L Teddy 27's opinion and L Teddy 27's opinion alone. Hear me and hear me good. Do y'all think y'all's president, Joseph Robinette Biden, would claim this seventh grandchild, Navy, what's her name? Navy, Army, Marine, I don't know, whatever her name is, if her mama was black? If the side piece bust down skank that your son dipped his spoon into her sugar bowl and produced a child, if she was black, do y'all think he would be so apt to claim that child? I'm just asking. I'm inquiring minds want to know. You think he requires a more upscale service? Child, it is some upscale services, child. But they ain't gonna do you right like the Rentman. You know, Rentman.com, they raw and all out there with it. So they're gonna give you the ride of your life. They're gonna let you do lines of coke off their peen and count all his ladybugs on his taint. Count his pretty little ladybugs skin tags on his taint. Check out my video if you need more information on Lady G and her escapades. It's in on my channel somewhere. You think he would, Tracy? I think he would. I think he would have that Black History way. I think he would have that black baby all over the place for PR stunts and shit. Child. That black baby would be the poster for every I ain't racist comment that about child. Y'all ain't shit. But y'all know me so well. Y'all know I'm always here for the shits and giggles. Well, child, we'll keep you posted. I mean, ain't a whole lot to keep you posted on with that child. He probably said he is the pappy. In our final story today, and in our feature story of the day, y'all's girl is finding herself in trouble. Yes, this is y'all's girl, Lizzo. Now, y'all can't say Lizzo ain't y'all girl. That is y'all girl. Black people love her, them some Lizzo. Baby, she got her some issues going on now. This is swept the blogs and the news media. Hell, I saw this on thehill.com. And you know, thehill.com don't even delve into gossip and all of the, entertainment stuff. Thehill.com don't do all of that shit. Baby, I even saw thehill.com report on it. Listen. So Lizzo is being brought up in a lawsuit. She is accused of weight shaming her former dancers, pressuring them to participate in explicit shows, and other things in an explosive lawsuit. Child. Let me read this to y'all. Lizzo has been acclaimed of body shaming some of her former dancers and pressuring at least one to participate in an explicit show. 3 of her 4 dancers took legal action by filing a complaint in Los Angeles Superior Court this week, claiming the treatment they endured from the chart-topping performer and her management team, quote, seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, end quote. An attorney, Ron Zambrano, said in a statement, quote, Privately, she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal, but absolutely demoralizing. End quote. That's what one of the lawyers said. Listed as defendants in the lawsuit are Lizzo, real name Melissa Vivian Jefferson, her production company, Big Girl Big Touring Incorporated, BGDT, and Charlene Quigley, captain of her dance team. Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez claimed they endured sexual and religious harassment as well as an unacceptable mistreatment behind the scenes. The complaint cited one instance during which Lizzo and her team captain questioned a dancer's commitment to her role. Quote, these questions, accompanied by Lizzo's statement made after the South by Southwest Musical Festival, gave Miss Davis the impression that she needed to explain her weight gain and disclose intimate personal details about her life in order to keep her job, end quote. Two of the plaintiffs said they met Lizzo while preparing to be contestants on her reality TV show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls. Quote, Miss Quigley was not only vocal about her religious beliefs, but took every opportunity to proselytize to any and all in her presence, regardless of protestations, end quote, the complaint stated about the dance team captain. It goes on to say in the lawsuit, quote, Miss Quigley discovered that Miss Davis was a virgin, and Miss Davis's virginity became a topic of extreme importance to Miss Quigley. In months to follow, Miss Quigley would routinely bring up Miss Davis's virginity in conversations with Miss Davis. Miss Quigley even mentioned Miss Davis's virginity in interviews she participated in and later posted to social media, broadcasting an intensely personal detail about Miss Davis to the world. End quote. According to the complaint, contestants of her reality show were at one point told they would be required to participate in a nude photo shoot, which Davis felt uncomfortable doing. They settled on her being partially clothed in a nude bra and underwear, it claimed. And the complaint also says, quote, Miss Davis broke down in tears on set while struggling to choose between a once-in-a-lifetime career opportunity and putting her body on display against her will. This experience foreshadowed the sexually charged and uncomfortable environment Lizzo's employees would be forced to endure, end quote. Another instance allegedly happened when the plaintiffs performed a show in Amsterdam this February. They said Lizzo invited her dancers to the red light district, and some felt pressure to go due to the feeling it may impact their working relationship. Quote, while at Bar, things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breasts of one of the nude women performing at the club. Lizzo began leading a chant goading Miss Davis. Miss Davis said 3 times, loud enough for all to hear, I'm good, end quote. And that's in the lawsuit. Let me read that part again. That's the juicy part of the lawsuit. Baby, y'all got shit, y'all got shit popping out of people's coochies and shit. Y'all got bananas and dildos flying out of pussies and shit. I am reading this from radaronline.com. And let me read this again. While at Banana Bar, things quickly got out of hand. This is a quote from the complaint, okay? Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Listen. Ladies, can y'all explain to me this art form of launching dildos out of your vaginas? Like, how many Kegels does it take to do that? And when you do that, how far in do you have to have the dildos in order to have them launched projectile style out of the vagina? And then you want me to put that in my mouth, something that done been in this dirty trick snatch, and have that in my mouth? I don't know where her cooch been. This is the freaking red light district in freaking Amsterdam. Who the hell knows what's been in that cooch? Girl, baby, they said they had bananas protruding out of these women's cooch, and they wanted them. Let me read this. This is a quote. Eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. I'm assuming that they had already peeled the bananas, little baby, if they wanted them to eat it out of that was protruding out of the women's vaginas, cooch, box, snatch, sugar bowl. Girl, Lizzo. We don't need to read no more. That's the gist of it. Listen, we got a problem here, Lizzo. This is a whole ass problem. First of all, you're fat shaming these women, making women say, "Oh, girl, you gained an extra 5 pounds." Girl, what that's about? Girl, you need to go on weight probation. It's given when I was back in band, back in my heyday in high school in the 90s. If you joined like the flag squad, or not so much the flag squad, because they would allow the big girls on the flag squad, but if you was a majorette or on the dance line, and you wanted to make it, they would give you auditions. And if you did a good audition but was overweight, they will put you on weight probation and tell you, girl, you got from now until this date to lose 20 pounds, 15 pounds. You on weight probation until then. If you don't lose them pounds, you won't be making the squad. That's what it sounds like Lizzo is doing. Now, Lizzo is a band girl. She come from that world. And she sound like she doing weight probation like they used to do the girls in the auxiliary. Lizzo, but you out here, Lizzo, professing, oh, love your body, be comfortable in your body, be comfortable in your skin. And even if you didn't say it out your own mouth, Lizzo, the people on your team around here fat shaming these girls and questioning them, girl, you need to lose some of this good weight. You think the girls that dance for the honeybees, everybody know who the honeybees are? The honeybees, I think it's Alabama State. Yeah, Alabama State has a dance line, and they're heavy set big girls. And so they have the regular dance line, and then they have the honeybees, which is the big girls. And they could be as big as they want to be, as long as they could learn the routines, they could dance or whatever. But people love the honeybees. My point is, do you think the girls that's the captains of the honeybees be out here saying, bitch, you better go around here and lose 10 pounds, or you're not going to be on the honeybees? I don't know. Oh my God. Listen, I've been in my girl's room cleaning out clothes, and I had to step out and dropped out because it was the cooch snatched sugar bomb. Sugar bowl for me. Listen, the cooch, the snatch, the box, the womb, the birth canal, the sugar bowl. How do you launch projectile style dildos out of your box? Ladies, I need to know this for scientific reasoning. Okay, y'all are projecting dildos out of cooches, boxes, snatches, sugar bowls. You got a problem here, Lizzo. You got these girls right here eating bananas protruding out of a petri dish and cornucopia of STDs, STIs, and assorted VDs, venereal diseases. Girl, y'all got me right here dying, laughing, and crying. I can't do this with y'all. Ooh, soundbite. The cooch, the snatch, the box, the sugar bowl. Baby, that's our soundbite of the week. The cooch, the snatch, the box, the sugar bowl. We got projectile style dildos being launched out of all of those. Baby, we around here with bananas being eaten, protruding out of the cooch, the box, the snatch, the sugar bowl. Okay. Oh, it's not as hard as you may it's not as hard as you think. I assume that it's not that hard, but in order, because I'm thinking that they've got to be sitting a little bit away from them. So how far in does it have to be in order to get the right amount of, length or reach to reach the right trajectory, or in order to get the right placement to get to that woman's mouth? Because if you tell her to catch it, she got to be a little bit away. Now, I'm sure you could, just, have it come out, squirt it out, and it squirt out maybe an inch or two in front of them. But if you talk about launching has a whole different tone. When I think of launching, I'm thinking of projectile style. This is like launched. So if you are launching it out the cooch, baby, that takes some effort. That's some Kegels over there. Mamas them over there are doing Kegels and shit. Girl, y'all better go get y'all girl, Lizzo. Shit. Now, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Lizzo, the girl said you was around here chanting and goading and egging it on, telling the girl to go ahead and do this and touch the other lady titty. And the woman said, I don't want to touch her titty. And you egging it on. And the girl said, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And you still, Lizzo. Now, here's a thought. This is going to come out harsh. This is just my thought on the situation. You thinking of Cam Newton type throat? Okay. But if you launching it, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Janae, girl, we over here talking about the cooch, the box, the snatch, and the sugar bowl. This what y'all got going on. Lizzo, girl, listen. Let me read y'all comments over here because I know y'all got some shit to say. I'm way behind on the comments. Okay. Tracy said, I really can't believe it. Someone is going to have to make me believe this. I need some video evidence or something. You just want to see the video of these dildos being launched projectile style out of the cage. You know what I'm thinking about? Remember they used to have those foam Nerf arrows or those Nerf javelins and shit like that. That's what I'm thinking. Like you just throwing one of those little Nerf javelins or Nerf things. Or remember on that show, American Gladiators, where they used to have the little gun thing and they used to shoot the little things out the gun on American Gladiators while the people was running around trying to hit the people. You got to be old enough to remember American Gladiators. But y'all remember that, right? Way back in the 90s? Child. I'm just saying. I wouldn't know. I just think back to Real Sex episode when the Vegas stripper is known for being able to pick up a cigarette with her cuckoo. Child, I went to a strip club and the girl poured me a whole drink from her ass crack. She picked up the carafe with her ass cheeks and poured me a drink out of the same said carafe with her ass cheeks. Did not use a hand or arm the purse. I was in amazement. I just took that whole wad of 100 singles and just threw it at her. I was in amazement. Girl, take all the money. I don't give a shit. I don't even like cooter. But that takes skill and talent for you to be able to pull me a whole check. Because I had some alcohol and I would needed some chaser. And she said, I got this for you. And she took that carafe and stuck that carafe of I think it was cranberry juice in the crack of her ass, and then put her hands on her head like this and ceremoniously proceeded to pour me a drink out of that same carafe that was stuck in the middle of her ass cheek. I said, oh shit, damn. I was in amazement. And I don't even like cooch. A banana from the cooch is not my ministry. Do you know how fast a banana starts to rot after it? Child, I don't even want to know. Listen, I've been in my girl. Oh, I read that part. And she shaming the lady for being right. They try to shame the girl for being a virgin. Lizzo had the whole television show where she was looking for plus size dancers for her or her team. To fat shame anyone would destroy her brain. Right, but you know what it's giving? It's giving Xavier that she wants them to be fat. Well, I shouldn't say fat. I should say she wants them to be heavy, but not heavier than her. So if she's the heaviest one on stage, the spotlight can stay on her, and it doesn't deflect to other girls around her. They can be heavy, but she just maybe don't want them heavier or as heavy as her, so that she, takes all the spotlight. I don't, so that all eyes are remaining on her. That's what I'm thinking it probably is. That strip story does sound like something Lizzo would do. Child. Also, launching something out of the box ain't that hard. Yeah, you told me that, especially if you giving birth. But even when you giving birth, you're not launching the baby when you giving birth, okay? It's not being launched projectile style, okay? At least I don't think it is. Unless, of course, you're watching that episode of Martin where the lady had the baby in Martin's apartment and that baby certainly got launched and Martin had to catch it like a football. I would like to witness this calamity. I'm not discriminating. Oh, man. About halfway in, and if it is there, when you climax, it would definitely launch. Interesting. So, okay, according to our girl, Yana, this is for scientific purposes. Now, we have our medical expert, Janae, here. She may be able to help us. So, according to Yana, you need it about halfway in, and you get me the climax, and while I'm doing it, it's going to go even further, and it definitely will launch. Okay, I got you. Oh, it's your birthday, Janae. Y'all put some shondos in the chat for Janae. I know it was your birthday, boo. Listen, I got this bottle of gin right here next to me. I'm gonna take a birthday shot just for Janae, and it'd be her birthday. Shondo to you and yours, Janae. Oh, that was a bad idea, but it's done now. Oh dear God, that was a bad idea. Anyway, shout out to Janae. Y'all know we love Janae over here. She's our medical expert. My thing is Lizzo tripping though. Child. Is Lizzo tipping through the roses now? I'm not going to play. Listen, it is like the Nerf gun. No, not that. For size big, it would be on the floor after said like, oh, okay. One of my best friends is a stripper, so I've witnessed a lot of interest. I bet you have a lot of interesting things at those private parties. I bet you have. But you have a better sense of how the child muscles over there is serious. Child, Janae, you came in the wrong part of the conversation. Boo, we over here talking about Lizzo having the girls catch dildos that's being launched out of the cooch, the box, the snatch, the sugar bowl. Okay, girl. Having the girls eat bananas that are protruding out of the cooch, this box, the snatch, the dildo. I mean, not dildo, the sugar bowl. Maybe a small 3 or 4 inch dildo. Who wants a 3 or 4 inch dildo? I mean, if you're gonna give me a dildo, bitch, give me a dildo. Oh, damn, 3 or 4 inch dildo. Great, I need if I'm gonna get Prosthetic. Give me real meat for prosthetic. Listen, Lizzo, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I, listen, now I don't read y'all a whole bunch of stuff from this lawsuit. It sounds serious. Now, just like I'm over here holding on to Jonathan Majors, some of y'all might be over there holding on to Lizzo. Like Jeffrey Osborne said in that song, holding on, hey, 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 holding on. Y'all never heard that song by Jeffrey Osborne and LTD? Holding on, hey, hey, hey. Jeffrey Osborne's one of my favorites. You think you could shoot out? I ain't shooting out nothing. Because the way these muscles work over here, when it comes in, I have the gripper over here. It will grip it. It won't be coming out like that. We'll do all that. If I'm trying to launch you out, that means I never wanted you in to begin with. So, girl, I'm not going to let you in. Can a snack shoot out? Listen, I'm asking you. If you strengthen those muscles, then you okay. Well, I believe. Listen, Janae is our medical expert. If Janae says it's possible, then it's possible. I don't listen. Anything's possible. The human body is capable of all types of feats. Okay. Listen, y'all. That's all. That's all I got for y'all today. That's all my news. I have no more to give. Now, my question is: do y'all believe vaginally hypertrophy? Okay. Listen. Do y'all believe Lizzo? Do y'all believe Lizzo? That's the question. Do you believe Lizzo is innocent? Janae say a bitch can't. Girl. Now, I don't look at a lot of sources on this. They're not giving you all of the information that I just gave to you. They're not going into the gory details of what I just gave y'all. Y'all know how we do over here, baby. We unsheath things here first. You hear about it over here first, and then the other people come and catch up. They play catch up afterwards. But you hearing about it over here. Go check the sources. Let me see. They ain't gonna give y'all. They ain't gonna give it to you raw. I read you directly from the law, from the lawsuits themselves. You ain't gonna get it like that. I think she's guilty of something. Some of that sounds too accurate. Lizzo, this not good. And here's going to be the unfortunate part about it. Don't do me, Harold. Pop it out the bushes. You better be over there writing my essay, Harold. Just pop it out the bushes. You better be over there writing my essay. Don't worry about the gripper over here, okay? Better be over there writing my essay. I love you, though, Harold. Harold know he my boo. Chat. Listen. I'm looking at some of these other outlets. They ain't giving y'all all these details. They're not giving y'all all these details that I just get. Those are the details. You ain't gonna get them from a whole lot of places. Oh, I'm looking at child. Child. Listen. Lizzo. This don't look good. Now there's other details. The lawsuit alleges a whole lot of other stuff. There was a part in there about them not doing something they asked her to do, and there being a 12-hour punishment and stuff like that, where it's There was a 12-hour punishment where they had to like do a 12-hour rehearsal or something like that as punishment. That was excruciating. Like it's a whole mess. And this not looking good. Her egging on the interaction with the stripper sounds too like child. This not good, Lizzo. The point that I was about to make is Lizzo, you know how few and far between opportunities are for heavier girls, and for you to put yourself in this situation could hurt other girls, other big girls from having opportunities like this. Like you really could be messing up the church's money. You really could be around here, you know, burning down the bridge that we used to get across over on this side. That's unfortunate. Like, you know, it said that all of this is alleged. This is just a lawsuit that's been filed, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. If I can hold on to Jonathan Majors and Jussie Smollett, y'all can hold on to Lizzo. My cuckoo can grip it if the other party has enough to work with. Catch. Catch. I live Morgan Catch. Morgan saying, "Oh yeah, I can grip if you got enough to work with, baby. You over there working with a life raft. I can't grip it, but if you working with a cruise ship, then this ocean over here can grip it. But if you try to put a life raft in this good ocean, we can't do nothing with that. Ain't no gripping going on. But we can grip it if it's a cruise ship because we need all motion in this ocean, and motion happens a lot bigger and a lot better with a cruise ship than it does a life raft. Because life rafts don't make it sometimes in an ocean that is tumultuous and turbulent. I'm just saying, the wrong kind of seas, you could die on a goddamn life raft. I'm just saying. That's for all of the size of the ship, motion of the ocean people. I'm just saying. Anyway, this reminds me of when people were sodomizing each other with. Wait, what? Where did we get cucumbers? Wait, Xavier. Wait, hold on. You're supposed to prepare us. You just went straight to cucumbers up people's asshole. Xavier, you're supposed to prepare us for this. Xavier. Put some shadows in the chat. I'm not doing this with Xavier. We get the hell out of here. Because I'm not going to do this with Xavier. Nope. 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 We're not doing this with Xavier. We're not going into cucumbers being shoved into people's rectums. We're not doing this. That is not what we signed up for today. It's enough for projectile style dildos being violently projected and launched out of cooches, out of sugar bowls. People eating bananas out of a sugar bowl. We're not doing this. Nope. We're not doing the cucumbers. Nope. I heard that earlier today. But ESP, I heard Bomani is about to be fired too. I heard that Bomani's contract is not going to be extended either. They're cleaning house over there at ESPN. They are cleaning. Everybody's getting fired over there at ESPN. Not just Mark Jackson. Because from what I understand, Doc Rivers is going to be a color commentator or a sports commentator on the sidelines. Now, they already got rid of Jeff Van Gundy, or they already got rid of Jeff Van Gundy. They're getting rid of Mark Jackson. So they're supposed to have Doc Rivers and what's that white lady name? Oh God, what's her name? The older white lady. She wore glasses. Oh, I can't think of her name, but that's what they're supposed to have. I love Mark Jackson on the sidelines, and it's a sad day when Mark Jackson isn't going to be on the sidelines anymore. But ESPN ain't doing right by don't never do right by black people. Let's just be clear. See Jamel Hill. Anyway, and several other black women. She ain't the only one. Jamel Hill ain't the only one. There's several black women that ESPN did wrong, but that's a whole nother story. Um, hey, Lemon Kush Pepper, you stayed in the bushes. You ain't want to get that good essay. But remember, the reason he got that job at ESPN on the sidelines because he was ceremoniously fired for no damn reason by the Golden State Warriors after he built that team. And then here comes Steve Kerr after Mark Jackson did all of the building of that team, putting Draymond and Steph and Klay Thompson together and putting the big three together and coaching them up. And then that white ass management and ownership team said, oh no, we don't want the black coach to get the credit for this. Let's bring in Steve Kerr. And now Steve Kerr looks like he's the golden child. Like he's just so great when he just inherited a team that Mark Jackson had already built up for him. But that's a whole nother story. And then Mark Jackson went to the sidelines at ESPN. But now, you know, don't get me started. Anyway, listen, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, y'all, we had a great, epic time again today. If you enjoyed yourself today, don't feel bad about, you know, you can send a contribution to the channel. You can, you know, hit your boy up on the Cash App, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and so forth. I think I'm supposed to be live on Darren's channel. I guess we gotta talk about these chicks over here in Atlanta, the Real Housewives. I don't know why, because it's unwatchable at this point. But I guess we got to talk about it. So we'll be on Darren Green's channel at 8 o'clock tonight in about 30 minutes talking about that. God help us. God help us. And other things, we probably won't spend that much time talking about that. We'll probably talk about other things. I'm sure Lizzo will be a topic of conversation. But Darren and Medusa and myself will be over on Darren's channel. If y'all want to come and watch our antics. Really B is still out of town, vacationing, having a good time. She did a members only live earlier, or it was members only live earlier. So we're glad she's enjoying herself and praying for her safe return from vacation. You feel like the season is getting better? I don't know how. They didn't spend that much time talking about Sunday's episode on the Willie Like Child. It's nothing to talk about. Shit is unwatchable. Shit is fucking unwatchable. Child. Anyway, like, it's unwatchable to the point where I fell asleep during the episode, and then I tried to watch it again yesterday, fell asleep on that. So I had to watch it again this morning and force myself to stay. I was doing it while I was doing some work. I had to force, and so I knew I wouldn't go to sleep. Like, at least with Potomac, they're so loathsome and you hate them so much that it gives you at least something to drag them about. They're not even worth you dragging. They're not even worth you reading them down. This shit is fucking unwatchable. Somebody go over there and help out Harold. Harold is behind in the comments, Sally. Monitors, please go over there and help Harold. Dear God above. Harold, we love you, Harold. We love you down. Somebody go over there and help out Harold. Go over there to his desk and show him where we at. Because God knows he is behind, Lord God. Listen. Harold, help him, Lord. Help him. Y'all, so hall monitors, one of y'all go over there and show him where we at in the lesson today. Maybe he's behind. See, this is what happened when you come to my class late. I think we're finally building to something on the show. Drew's lesbianity is her being a lesbian. Drew is not interesting. Drew can't carry the season. We don't want no parts of Drew. I can't stand Drew. I don't want any parts of her. Harold pressed the red button on the video. One of our hall monitors go over there and sit down with Harold. Y'all go sit down with Harold. Now don't do that to my Harold. Y'all know I love Harold. I love to pull on that beard. Oh man, Harold go light us up in the members only chat. Shout out to all of the members in my members only chat. Shout out to y'all. I don't like they forcing Drew. Right. If she don't want to come out of the closet, let her and Ty be over there bumping uglies. You know. If Drew is just come out a little bit. Listen. First of all, Drew, you are on a large platform. You really think you was gonna get away with trying to be a lesbian and nobody was gonna find out? Girl. Harold, the hall monitors will help you. Just sit over to the side. Just stay at your desk, Harold. One of the hall monitors, they'll come over there, help you find your place. They'll let you know where we at. Baby, don't worry about it, Harold. We love you, Harold. You our boy. We gonna look out for you. Hall monitors, go see about Harold, please. Girl, Harold, we gonna have to make you a hall monitor one of these days. Not today. You coming to my class late too much. But you know, keep come on, keep going. And we are about to leave class. Listen. We'll be back tomorrow. You know, since Really B is not here this week, I'm gonna be here every day for y'all. And we got Silly Saturday this week. So y'all can look forward every day. I got y'all every day this week. I'm here for y'all every day this week. In the absence of my sis, we're going to be over here clowning in the corner. We're going to be over here clowning in the corner. Y'all say, Harold, hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Lord. Hey, thank you, Weezy F, for those hearts. We about to get out of here. Listen, y'all, if y'all enjoy this week, then I might have to start, doing every day as well. I just don't. I just be so tired, y'all. I be having a lot going on and a lot to do. But I got y'all this week. This week, I'm holding it down. If the numbers look right, then we'll keep it going. If the numbers look right, the people be in here watching and following, we'll keep it going. But we're going to be in here holding it down to next week. And my big sis come back. So y'all can have y'all regular tribe meetings. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I've been on here 2 hours, over 2 hours, and it's time to go. I'm not doing this with you. Y'all are not going to get me to stay here any longer. I need to go get me something to eat real fast before this 8 o'clock live. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Until tomorrow. Or no, if y'all coming over to Darren's channel, come see me at 8 o'clock on Darren's channel. We'll clown over there. If y'all want to continue clowning, like we clowning right now, everybody meet me around there over to Darren Green's channel. We're going to be over there clowning on Darren Green's channel in about 30 minutes. Okay? See me over there at Darren's channel, the DarrenGreenShow.com. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, until tomorrow, or until in 30 minutes. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.